My recipe today is a chicken pot pie. However, it's a Shepherds Chicken Potpie. We're going to use some mashed potatoes to top it instead of the traditional crust. So I have a couple of very quick to throw together ingredients here to show you how to do supper very quickly, and then we're going to bake it in the oven. So I'm going to use some instant mashed potatoes. These are already prepared by Bob Evans, and that's a real shortcut, I know, but unless you have leftover mashed potatoes, that's a real easy way to put this together. I'm going to use some pie shells that are already made by Mrs. Smith. See, I have a lot of helpers here. These are flaky pie crust, deep dish style, with that have to be baked, so we're going to bake the filling right in those pie shells. I have some classic mixed vegetables, some cream of celery soup. I'm going to have some seasonings. I'm using a Tuscan blend. Has lots of wonderful flavors in here. This is based on mustard, chili pepper, coriander, turmeric, other peppers, and it's a nice blend, and I really like to use that rather than get out all the spice jars. Also, I have a plate full of chicken here. Yesterday I bought a roasted chicken, and I made a recipe with half of it, and then I saved half of the meat for this dish today. So if you have leftover chicken, if you have leftover mashed potatoes, or if you're cooking that during the week, think about making a little extra, and you can throw this recipe together rather quickly. Alright, let's take one of the pie shells out here. These are really nice deep pie shells, so we can stuff them pretty well. And the directions on here say this should be baked at 375. I'm going to start warming up the oven, and I'm going to use the toaster oven today. I love to use my KitchenAid toaster oven. It handles regular dinners, one-pot meals, and stuff like that really nicely. Okay, I'm going to take the chicken from half of a roasted chicken and put it in the bottom. Take a bag of mixed vegetables. This is 14-ounce bag. Spread these around. You can put them all in. Then I'm going to take the can of cream of celery soup. And this will cook into the meat and vegetables and make a nice gravy. Nice sauce for that crust when we cut it and serve it. It'll also give us nice base to eat with our mashed potatoes. So spread it around pretty good, but it will bubble inside there as soon as it melts. Alright, then the mashed potatoes, I'm actually going to warm these up a little bit in the microwave first so they're easier to spread. I'm going to put them in the microwave for 3 minutes just to get them softened up. Alright, let's add some Tuscan seasoning here while we're waiting for the mashed potatoes to warm up. Now remember, there's already a lot of salt in that cream of celery soup, so I don't want to add any salt to this. And there's a little salt already in this mixture. And plenty of peppers, and there, I think that will carry some good flavors through that cream of celery soup as it cooks. Alright, now the potatoes are softened up enough to spread on the top. And like I said, make this one of your leftover meals. So if you had mashed potatoes for dinner during the week, make enough ahead that you can save a dish full for this. And if you had some chicken, you can cut it up. Nice chicken breast dinner or something. Make an extra piece and put it together on this. Now I'm just going to put plops on top of this. And then we'll spread them together a little bit. We don't want to disturb everything underneath. What do you think of this kind of recipe? I never heard of chicken pot pie shepherd style until this week when I was discussing recipes with one of my co-workers. So this is Chris's idea. She makes it for her family, and she said they really love it because the kids are not crazy about having two crusts on their chicken pot pie. And she makes it this way and everybody's happy. Alright. We may find a little bit drips off here, but I'm going to put it on a tray to put it in the toaster oven. Alright, isn't that pretty? Alright, we're going to put that in there and let it cook. All the ingredients are already cooked, so we just want to make sure it's nice and brown and the crust bakes. Alright, let's put this in the oven. It's at 375 degrees and I'm going to leave it in for an hour, or I'm going to watch it near the end to make sure it gets nice and brown. Alright, I'll be back in an hour. Okay, let's get the pie out of the oven. This was in there for exactly an hour. Nicely browned peaks on the potatoes. I'm going to let this cool off a little bit and then I'll cut it open for you. Show you what it looks like inside. Alright, let's open the pie and serve some here. Start by cutting through the crust. It's going to be a little messy to serve this, I'm sure. Alright. Steaming hot. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Chicken pot pie, shepherd style. There's a nice dinner pie. Here's several servings in this one. Probably we could serve 4 or 6 people out of this recipe for the deep dish crust. Now there's a nice, easy to prepare comfort food with lots of veggies. Hope you liked the recipe and I hope you get a chance to try it. Thanks for watching.